This is a video commemorating September 13th, 2019. It was a Friday the 13th full moon in Pisces. And I had an encounter with a playlist that I made that night that has echoed through time. So tonight we're having a full moon in Virgo. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces, and this playlist has recently found me again because I've had a lot of rage resurfacing, and it's not rage like it used to be. It's not taking itself seriously. It is, I brought a teacup and saucer to celebrate how integrated this rage is and how lovely this emotion is, and scary and just satisfying. So at this time, my spiritual emergency had very clearly begun, and I was basically trying to fight off my twin flames energy because I was in a committed relationship, and I was like, fuck off, you never came around. I'm in something else now, and it's great, and you're not gonna fucking ruin it. That was my mindset. Even though just prior, this thing began with a song that took me into another level of perception. And it's like the moment when acid hits and it's like truth serum. You just, your eyes are saucers. And like I told my boyfriend, when I heard this song and the acid activated, it wasn't acid, it was just vibes. But I told my boyfriend, okay, don't freak out, I do have a twin flame. But look, it's okay, it's cosmic. We can still do what we're doing. When you're in super high consciousness, it is like that. It is like there's no limit to your heart's capacity. I guess what having a twin flame really does is assure you that there is total love for you in form. Not just God, not just mom. There is another human that can't help but love you totally. The only catch is you each have to love yourselves totally in order to love the other totally. So when the other doesn't love themselves totally, or when you don't love yourself totally, it's not gonna be reflected back. That's the toxicity we contend with as twin flames, is when we don't love ourselves, we don't love the other. I mean, that's a general thing though. When we don't love ourselves just as normal human souls, we are more judgmental and critical and blah, blah, blah of other people. Again, I mean, it's very hard for me to admit that he may not be my twin flame, but I will always leave at least 1% room for error. Because it's been so fucking long. He is married. For all I know, he's never thought of me since our last email back in like 2011 or something. Well, anyway, I made this playlist. I didn't even know then that it was a full moon. I only pretty recently started getting into astrology and tarot and all that out of sheer boredom. Like, okay, I guess if I'm still trapped on Earth, I'll learn this shit. Maybe it'll help me communicate better. So yeah, I noticed this full moon and I was like, oh, cool. And I went and sat under it for a little bit. And then I went to bed, and I did not expect to become completely suffused with emotion, just all this raw anger. I threw this playlist together in minutes. It was like whoosh, 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 whoosh. And this has happened so many times since this spiritual emergency began. I have some kind of connection with Spotify. We are like in communion. I can throw together a playlist in minutes, not even paying attention to anything except like maybe titles and numbers, and the result is some perfect synchronous journey through my life. And one song in particular has just been in my brain lately, and I love it there. I am just having a blast. And what's synchronous about it is that in the Chinese zodiac, I am a rat and my twin flame is a horse. I just put this song on here with no prior connections made to that at all. I was in like the 6th or 7th dimension making this playlist, and I love listening to it, even or especially now that all of that anger really has transmuted into just something enlivening in me. Like the music itself is so beautiful, and you can't appreciate music of certain emotional tones unless you know those emotional tones. So if we try to eliminate our negative emotions instead of transmuting them, then we can't savor our path and our past. Like we can't live regretting our past. We have to spin all that straw into gold. And we have to look back and see gold. That is the essence of loving everything that you are in the moment. That includes all of your past and your wormy caterpillar phases. You have to fall in love with all of it. So that's something I say to my twin flame in my head when I'm mad. You a fucking donkey. Eeyore. Because our toxicities, like if anything, I think it's just a small bit in each of us. He's the vulnerable narcissist and I'm the grandiose narcissist. But it's like just enough to make us cool. Like a homeopathic remedy. Like you need a little poison to make the cure. But that drop of poison gets to every cell. You will always carry a little bit of poison with you. Like it's the venom of that snake that's coiled around the base of your spine that protects your inner child, your innocence. I highly recommend this playlist, and not because I made it, the universe made this using me as a tool. And that song, the Rico Nasty song, makes me think of my mom who passed away in December, who she used to listen to ICP as her angry music. Anger is my family's emotional drug of choice, and I'm just here to make it beautiful. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of continue the conversation a little bit from my last video and celebrate this beautiful fat Virgo moon and that amazing fat Pisces moon that drenched me in poison. Delicious, delicious poison. Okay, thanks for watching. Peace out.